Set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Salt Lake City Flyers. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense. It seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Salt Lake City. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now backed up for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Yardage on this one, back to the 13. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The numbers for him from a week ago. 24 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now back to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one too low. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 5. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Flyers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Back to throw here. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. On now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 8. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now here comes Kansas City. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking left side, and it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Out to the flat for Lacy. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own call, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that. And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Being chased out left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. The Lions looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. We're not done with our tour of California as we head northward, this time to check on the Niners at home in Levi's Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The 49ers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. The Texans locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for our home team, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And then it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
But partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2nd down and 8. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 8.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back live here now in Salt Lake City. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. A officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
York able to send this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that would officially a loss of 1.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This is caught by Hearns. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A gain of 3, second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The offense on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. York able to send this one through, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
York now for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So the Chiefs now down on the scoreboard. Just over a minute 40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they take a knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the home team here,
they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.